Hello everybody, how's it going, and welcome back to The Rambler, or whatever this series ever happens to actually be called, if it ever has a proper name. You were watching footage of some sort of video game. I'm not really sure what it's going to be. I'm just really lazy and just recording the voice lately, more so than recording gameplay, so I semi-apologize for that, I guess. I'm not going to fully apologize, though. I mean, you're still seeing some sort of gameplay. It might be Battlefront, who knows. So, recently, a very interesting thing has gone up on Steam Greenlight. Now, Steam Greenlight is the service that Steam offers for, very small indie devs or anything like that to get their titles put on Steam, and if they were either denied originally or they just don't want to try to go through Steam's other ways and think that the community will help them. Now, plenty of great games have gone through Steam Greenlight, or not so great games, depending on how you really look at them and receive them, but Steam Greenlight has been fairly successful in the past. However, Steam is an interesting beast. While Steam brings us great things like wonderful games at a ridiculously discounted price if we so wait for said discounts, the terrible shit does get through stuff like the War Z or Gary's Mod. Not Gary's Mod, what's it called? Day One Gary's Incident, that's it. Gary's Mod's actually quite fun, never mind. Sorry, Valve, don't kill me. So recently, something came up in the Steam Greenlight, and Jim Sterling actually talked about this in a video, which is very interesting. I would definitely go watch that. As much as I don't like Jim Sterling some of the time, he does make some good points when he does make good points. And that is the Total War mod called Hyrule Total War. If you don't know what Total War is, it's just a real-time strategy game type of thing set in... well, there's the Rome one, which is the more popular one, and there's a couple others, but Rome is the more popular one, and you just kind of go around with your Roman legions and take over places and manage resources and stuff. It's quite fun, actually, and it's older, so it's a bit more, it's in the time of simplicity as well for real-time strategy games, so it's pretty easy to pick up and learn how to play fairly quickly. So, what is the problem with this going up on Steam Greenlight? Well, the fact is that Steam Greenlight is a service for games to get onto Steam, and if this goes through, that means that this mod will have to be paid for, so you have to pay for this mod. But I think the worst thing about it is two main things. The first one is definitely the worst one, and that is the fact that this has been put up by somebody who has not created the mod. Somebody has stolen this from the original mod creator. Now, the guy who stole it, nobody knows his actual name, but his username is WolfDampF, and the original creator of the mod, who is a man by the name of Chasen Lindsay, also known as Undying Nephilim. I'm going to pronounce that completely incorrectly. And he has even confirmed in the comment sections of the Steam Greenlight that this has been completely stolen. He never gave WolfDamp permission, and he never would, because the mod has... This is the second bad thing. The mod has not been officially approved by Nintendo. Now, it's probable that Nintendo knows about this mod. There are plenty of videos on YouTube and stuff, and it was and still is a fairly popular mod for Total War. Plenty of people play it, and I've seen plenty of videos on it, so it's definite that Nintendo knows about this mod. It's just they don't really care, because it's not something that Nintendo would be like, oh yeah, well, we could make money off of this, so fuck you, take it down. Whereas, you know, things like the N64 Mario fan-made thing, they're like, well, we have N64 Mario on our eShop, so we don't want people playing it. That's a whole other story about Nintendo's terrible copyright. But anyway, Nintendo probably knows about this. They just don't care because he's not making any money off of it. It's just a fan thing, and Nintendo sees no profit in it themselves for an older game. But because this guy is putting it through Steam Greenlight, and this is all happening, Nintendo is probably not going to actually read into this and think that the mod creator now just wants to make money off of it, and will most likely put a cease and desist letter on it and take down the mod for good. Which means, for everybody, the free version and this terrible Steam Greenlight version that has been stolen. That's a terrible, terrible thing. This mod has been around for a very, very long time. It is a very, very popular, very, very old-school mod, and it shows how modding can be a good and positive thing, because while the mod is not completely finished, it is still very popular and extremely fun to play as, like, Gorons versus the Zora, for example, and watching them, you know, beat each other up. It's quite interesting to see. So, the thing is Steam now has a bit of an issue, and people are going to bring this up, and I'm bringing it up. Steam Greenlight is a great, wonderful thing for indie devs to get their, stuff off the ground. However, when shit like this happens on Steam Greenlight, and the fact that it hasn't even been taken down as of me recording this video, whether by the time I uploaded it has been or not, I know there's been a DMCA takedown request filed in the game, and everybody in the damn comments has reported it several times over, I'm sure, so it's definitely catching somebody's attention at Valve. I just don't know what they're thinking right now. It really has poked a hole in Steam Greenlight. The fact that somebody can take a mod, any mod to any game now, put it on Steam Greenlight to possibly get it up there to charge for money. So that means I could go and I could steal, say, one of the Skyrim mods, one of the more popular mods, and put it up on Steam Greenlight to try and get it out there to make money off of it. And people will buy it because people are dumb and they're ignorant, and people that don't know about modding, like people that are just getting into Steam and stuff and wanted to get Skyrim, and they go and buy the DLC and stuff, that they're going to see that mod thing and they're going to buy it, and I'm going to make money off of stealing somebody's shit. And that is a problem. So Steam, you really, really have to get on like the whole monitoring thing. You were the complete and total rulers of PC gaming. However, there are other companies out there now, and they're getting bigger and they're getting better. Things like GOG, Green Man Gaming, and I hate to say it, but after buying Battlefront, even Origin is running decently now, and they have some of the best customer support, whereas Steam has been touted as some of the worst. So it's not good, because they're going to look elsewhere if these platforms start continually, getting bigger. More indie devs are going to be like, well, Steam is a fucking farce and not the golden thing it used to be, so let's go onto these other sites that are getting more and more popular where my game could sell better. So if you have messes like this happening on a regular basis, and you have games that are getting through your guys' screening processes, because I know you're supposed to screen games to see if they're not total shit, and you should be checking to make sure that the games going through Steam Greenlight are completely legit, and not stolen from whoever. They should have to go through like some sort of verification process, and this just proves that that just does not exist, and that's a terrible, terrible thing. So Steam, it's on you, man. Like, fix this shit. Take this down before Nintendo goes all crazy ape shit, especially if this starts to actually go through. So we can have our old mod, so we can have Hyrule Total War as it was for so many years, and just go back to the way it was. Also, to everybody that is apparently harassing Jason Lindsay, to the fact that he does not like to play Zelda anymore, grow the fuck up. The guy made a mod because he was a fan of something. It's a really cool mod. You don't like the game and you think it's dumb, who fucking cares? Just leave the guy alone. Plenty of people like the mod. I like the mod. I'm a huge Zelda fan. Thank you, Jason Lindsay, for such an entertaining mod to such an awesome game. And, yeah. Steam, come on. Like, stop being a little bitch. Get your shit together. That's it for me, guys. What do you think about all of this? If you want to read up on it, I will have an article to what's going on in the description, as well as a link to the Steam Greenlight page for this, so you can report it if you so do choose, because that would be really cool, because I want this mod to stay around. And I might even do, if this mod stays around and stuff, I might even do it on Infinitum Gamer. I know people have been asking for more strategy games on Infinitum Gamer, and Rome Total War and the Hyrule Total War mod is something that I would be interested in actually trying and playing and doing on video. So, save this mod, and we'll see what happens. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.